Donna Graziano is not your typical grandmother. Well, I mean, we've probably seen women her age play the electric guitar. We've seen many grandmothers quilting. Here she is tap dancing with other ladies who may or may not be over retirement age. But how many 69-year-old women have you seen drag racing a souped-up '79 Corvette?
Well, I think that God gives you a certain amount of time on this earth, and there's no time to waste.
Donna and her husband John live in this charming home in New Jersey. Quite often, they hook the Corvette up to the RV and drive an hour and a half through New York to go drag racing. It all began years ago when Donna gently encouraged her husband to build their first race car.
He was building the race car when we first got married. Actually, he wasn't building. He was sitting on the couch. And I came in the house and said, "What are you doing on the couch? You got a piece of rusty old car sitting on the side of the house. When are you going to get out there and build it? You told me you're going to build this big, fancy race car. I don't see it happening."
The drag racing Donna you see here today is a very different person from the abandoned, hopeless single mother of years ago. She was in a dark place for a very long time after her first husband left her pregnant with their third child.
In a lot of ways, it was a very good experience. It made me a stronger person in the long run. The more hardships that you go through in life, the stronger that you get if you're a survivor.
Donna survived by making clothes for her children, creating and selling crafts, government assistance, and working as many jobs as she could. She eventually met her second husband, John. The kids grew up and moved out, and life became easier, but also emptier. So she began watching Christian television.
Jesus put a hole in everyone's heart, so only he could fill that. Well, now how did I get him to fill it? The whole thing was, okay, that made sense. Well, how do I get God to fill my heart? How do I get Jesus into my heart?
One day, she discovered Joyce Meyer on television.
She was a great way to connect. I needed to connect with her. She would talk about her problems with her dad. She was very open about it.
Donna's father sexually abused her as a child. She forgave him years earlier before he died, but she didn't know how to deal with the pain of her past.
When you do something like that to a child, you don't know how it goes with them for the rest of their life. You don't know how they carry that along. But God gave me a lot of strength. I understood as a young person that this was not right.
She began searching and reading the Bible. She liked watching Joyce, but she didn't believe her.
I was very, very skeptical because I became a big skeptic in life. I didn't care what you said. You could say anything you want. I don't like you and I don't trust you. It was a terrible way to be, but that was just how I was. You get enough hard knocks, you tend to be that way.
So Donna looked for God through several different religions, determined to keep looking until she found the truth.
So with ruling out all the religions, I decided, okay, this Christian faith, this is what I need, this is what I want, this is what I'm learning.
Donna also began believing the truth of God's word that Joyce was sharing.
God's blessing her ministry and blessing the people that she's all part of. So it would come out if she wasn't who she claims to be.
Donna and John became partners with Joyce Meyer Ministries when they realized they could meet needs by building water wells and churches in communities around the world.
So when we started to do that, I said, wow, my husband and I looked at each other. We got very emotional when we first saw the pictures of the well in the church. And we both said, wow, we're really doing something. We're doing something. We're helping other people in a massive amount that we could never have done without her connection.
You realize that when you start doing stuff like this, you're not thinking about you anymore. You wake up in the morning and you worry about, I got 9 months to plan for the next well. So you start thinking about, where are they going to put the well? How many, all these people it's going to help, their lives are going to be better. And it just, you get a good feeling for it.
Donna loves cranking out tunes on her guitar. the joy she spreads performing, and that feeling of speeding down a racetrack like her hair's on fire is almost heavenly. But it pales in comparison to the peace she feels, knowing she's serving God by meeting the needs of others.
Put God first. Put God first in your life. When you put Him first, and then you trust your life to Him, He directs your path. Now I feel like I have a purpose in this life. So there is such a peace in me. Now when I go to bed, I don't think of A to Z. I thank God for the day that He gave me. I say goodnight and I go to bed. I go to sleep.